Well, good morning. It's day 4, I think. I'm just slightly north of Combien, and I'm on my way to the lines of Torre Vedras. So just leaving the old hotel now. Quite a comfortable little stay. Now the forecast for today is oh dear, rain, and that's exactly what it's doing at the moment. Right, so let's get underway then. So I won't be able to film for long because I'll have to take the camera off because it's susceptible to wet. But there you go, that's life. So we're now off to the lines of Torre Vedras, just north of Torre Vedras. So we'll see what today brings. Apparently there's supposed to be thunderstorms and all sorts, so we'll just see what happens. So at the moment I'm heading for the motorway, I think. It's already raining, so whoop. So this is Monday, so we'll just have a mosey on down, see where we get to, and take it from there. But so far I've come down from Salamanca, or via Salamanca from Santander. Stopped one night there, and then yesterday I did 300 miles. Big day yesterday, and riding through snow and God knows what yesterday. Wasn't a lot of fun, trust me. So yeah, let's see what today brings. Now the hotel I stopped in last night didn't have any food on, so I ended up walking to one cafe which didn't have any food on, was closed. Went a mile and a half to another cafe or restaurant that was also closed. And I ended up at a campsite that had a bar that was open. So lucky for me, I was able to get some dinner last night, and I had a double cheeseburger with fried egg and bacon, which was quite novel. So there you go, that's what last night brought. So yeah, it's a rickety old road this. There's the motorway up there, so I'm hoping that just down here is the entrance to it. So I might have to have a stop just before I get on it to change my gloves, because these ones are great for normal riding, but unfortunately they are no good in the wet, so I'll have to put my big gloves on. But that's life, that's one of those things. And the downside to that is I won't be able to film because I can't turn the camera on and off with my big gloves on. So I think just up here should be where we'll get on the motorway. So what I'll do is I'll pull over and swap my gloves, take the camera off, last thing I want is a wet camera, because water and cameras doesn't quite mix. That's the way I want. Right, I'm just going to pull over here. Well, I've arrived at one of the lines of Torre Vedras. Now, as you can see just behind me there is you've got a wall and you've got a church in there. Now, made a faux pas. I do believe I made a bit of a faux pas. So I've arrived here, and it's quite a narrow little street to get up. Steep cobbles and all the rest of it. Now, the problem I've got is that I can't get in there, I don't think, unless I can get in round the corner. But it looks very much like the place is shut. So that's the door to get in. There's Rummy parked up. And you can see how high the walls are. You can have some real fun storming this place. So I don't know whether that's the way in, but from September to May it's open Tuesdays to Sundays. June to August it's Tuesday to Sunday, from 10 till 6 and then 10 till 7, and it's closed 1st of January and 1st of May and 1st of December. Yeah, so basically it's at the moment it's closed, but I'm going to have a wander around the other way to see if there's another way up there. But yeah, it was a little bit of a challenge getting up here. I'll give you just a look down. Look, I've come from right down there and followed it all the way up. So I guess on these hills, if you have a look around the hills there, was where they built these lines of Torre Vedras. But we'll have a quick wander up, see if we can get anywhere here. There's something on there that says yeah, doesn't look like I can get in, but give you a look. So the walls are quite high, and come around the corner. Yeah, I think the only way in is through that there door. So that's a bit of a shame, but there's a museum not far away. I'm going to go and try and find that. Well, here we are, Fort di Sant Vincente, from 1809 to 1812. It's a big old site. So we'll have a wander around, and you can see the fortifications and everything that they've got here. So what we'll do first is we'll just have a walk around the perimeter and see how we get on. So there you go. This is looks like on the 19th of October 1992, on the occasion of the commemoration of the defence of the lines of Torre Vedras, this fortress and the city of Torre Vedras were visited by Sir Arthur Valerian, Duke of Wellington, Marquis of Torre Vedras. Wow. So a descendant of Arthur Wellesley came here. So we'll have a wander around and see what we can see. So this is heading north at the moment. We'll just have a look over the wall over here and see what's occurring. So here we go. Wow. So there you go, looking down into the valley, clear wolf. Looking down into the valley, you can see how this was built on top of a... This was all done by manual labour. Yeah, all done by manual labour. So you can see the defences as they go down that way and goes all the way round. So what we'll do, we'll have a walk around and we can explore a little bit more. So essentially what they did, Wellington saw the need for defences to protect Lisbon, where he was going to overwinter his troops. So from 1808 onwards, so it looks like here they set up a gun. This looks like a gun position, and there's another gun position there. So yeah, so he had in secret, amazing, it was done in secret. They took a year from 1808 to 1809 to construct all these lines of Torre Vedras. So from that, Napoleon's army never did get into Lisbon. So that winter of 1809 to 1810, Wellington was able to protect his armies where the guys were overwintering. Now I can vouch for how cold it gets. So look at the drop in there. So you've got these defences, so all wriggling about. Now it looks like they've reconstructed this thing. This is their signals, but it had longer arms on it, and they had a series of balls that they raised to different heights, to different levels, to signal to the other fortresses, for want of a better word. So here's some more gun positions. So they'd put a cannon in here and be able to fire down on anybody sort of trying to come up. And if they did manage to get up, they got this big ditch to contend with. So if they think they've nearly got here, they got to go down the ditch and then climb the wall to get up. So extremely well built. So we'll come round again. Don't know what this mound was, but yeah, they the way they constructed it was that they sifted all these stones out, so it didn't kind of explode on them. So you've got all these gun positions going all the way round, and again you've got this moat going all the way round as well. Goes all the way over there. So you can see what a commanding position they would have on all these mountains surrounding Lisbon, or around actually the town of Torre Vedras. So just walking back through, so Wellington's army was fairly well protected. They dominated the high ground, and they had all these defences. So Lisbon will be in that direction there. That's south. This is looking north. So Wellington expected that Napoleon's troops would come from either the north or the northeast, and these lines go pretty much all the way round Lisbon. So it must have taken a mammoth effort to get all this dug out, all done by hand, all done by locals. So yeah, and they sifted all the dirt out, all the stones out, and then compacted it on the mounds, and then put all this moat system in place. So anybody that did finally get up without getting shot or blown to smithereens by a cannon shot would, I guess this must have been a powder magazine or something like that. So yeah, just around the outside here, there's some more gun emplacements, or cannon emplacements, because they had cannons back then, didn't they? So look, they're going all the way round. And you can see from out here the commanding view that they had, and they could see any armies that are marching towards them. So more gun emplacements all the way round. So then you've got these round towers. Not quite sure what they're for, but we'll go and have a look. So I guess you can't actually go inside them. No, there's a lock on the door. So unfortunately we can't go and have a look. But apparently this week is a carnival week in Torre-Vedras itself. So the town is really busy apparently. So there we've got more gun emplacements coming all the way round, commanding a very good position. Oh, there's a little lizard. So again, looking out to the east, yeah, I guess there would be more of these smaller forts all the way round to give notice that there was an army coming. So you can see the other two towers over there. So it's quite a distance around. Quite a big old fort. Not sure where they would camp, but and there's a looking south. So they would have these signals that they could communicate with each of the other forts and emplacements around, so they can warn everybody that somebody was coming. So they've got all these mounds of earth. So I guess they were camped around here I guess they were camped by their guns. Must have been pretty horrendous during the old the winter, because it can get pretty chilly. And I suppose that there could have been a cookhouse, could have been the main galley for them. So old Wellington pretty much had it covered. He was a clever bloke, that Arthur Wellesley, the Duke of Wellington. So he was able to, I wonder how many men he had actually encamped at one of these forts. Could have been quite a few. I mean, there's a lot of gun emplacements, so what would you need to run a cannon? 4, 6 blokes at a time? Maybe 6 blokes on one cannon. So they've got all them blokes, all them gun emplacements. So, yeah, he pretty much had it sorted. I mean, he had somewhere close to, I don't know, 50,000 men, the Brits had. French had 70 to 80,000. So, yeah, it's mind-boggling the numbers involved. Here's another one of those mounds. And I think if you can dig into that, you'll find that it's all soft. There's no stones in there. They filtered out all the stones, so a shell hits it or a cannon shot hits it, it just absorbs it. So this is another area where they could encamp behind the walls. So they were pretty well protected. So you couldn't actually see them from down below. And it just looked like a hill going up, when in fact it wasn't. So we come back all the way round. There's Rummy parked over there. I managed to get in through that little bit of a gate. And we're going to have a look around this other bit. So there you go, look. There's some more moats, entrenchments, going both ways. And then we'll go through these gates and we'll have a wander around this way. And again, there's more gun pits, as we call them nowadays. Blimey. What's there, 1, 2, 5 in one line there. So we'll just have another butcher's out. Yeah, so anybody getting up them slopes and finally getting to here, they would have the moat to contend with. And so on this site there's 3 of these round towers. So not quite sure what the round towers are all about. I'll have a look. I'll do a bit more research to see what we can find. Morning. So here's some more gun emplacements. There's another 4. So that's 9 gun emplacements just around this little bit. And yeah, I guess that bit of a town there wasn't there in the times of Wellington. Certainly the roads weren't. It's certainly warmer today than it was yesterday. Yesterday I started the day off at -3. When I finally got underway it was -2. and it warmed up to a balmy -5 throughout the day. So they've obviously bricked that one up. So I have no idea what they were about. And over here we got a building. Now I don't know whether this building was here at the time or whether it's been put here in more recent times, but I'm suspecting I won't be able to get in. Can't get in that way. We'll do a circuit. We'll have a walk around and see if we can get in anywhere down here. So can't see any gun emplacements around this bit, but this looks like the little bit of a museum. So yeah, so it's unfortunately it's not in English, but I'm sure they will have a copy there somewhere in English. Plant for colouring. That's for kids to play with. So yeah, this is the I see. So this shows where some other forts are. So it gives the latitude and longitude of each of the other posta di signal. Work that one out. Torre Vedras, Castello di Torre Vedras. So I guess that's a castle. Can I see it? Have a look out that way. No, I can't quite see it. I suspect that there's trees grown up around it. But and here's another look at. I guess they put telescopes on them, so you can have a look. So this is the museum. Oh well, we made it to one of the lines of Torre Vedras. So there you go, look. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I guess this will tell you. Opening hours, Tuesday to Sunday. I got it wrong, 10 till 3. €2, €4 for admission. But there you go, if you're in this area north of Lisbon and the lines of Torre Vedras, or you're at Torre Vedras, come on a Tuesday to Sunday. Right, this is me just leaving the fort then. So just need to get turned round. Get back through the gate. Right, off we go then, heading south. Well, that was the Fort de That was the Fort St. Vincent. So It's right on top of a hill, as you'd expect. Hey, cobbled streets. Gotta love it. So that's it up there. So we're just going to follow this down, then we're going to head towards to Lisbon. So right, so just working out where we've got to go down here. Oh, not going down that. So right, lots of caravans parked over there. Now this week in Torrevieja there is a carnival. So what's happening is the place is going mad, and yeah, there's a big festival on this weekend and people are doing all sorts of mad things. Well, this is me crossing Lisbon. So I've come down, I'm actually on the motorway, so one has to stick with it. So this is a big old bridge here. There's quite a breeze about today, but unfortunately we're just going to have to live with it. But this is leaving Lisbon, so I'm now heading for Badajoz. Well, this is the way it's taken me. So the peages are quite difficult to negotiate. Don't have your ticket all screwed up, because they can't get the ump about that sort of thing. But there you go. Let's just get on with it. Look at this view. That's quite something, isn't it? That's quite something. Getting knocked about a bit with the wind, but yeah. So this is what you got when you leave Lisbon. This big old bridge. I don't really can see it in the mirror there. I've just come across it, and now we're going across the flat bit.